Oh man, I had a creepy ass dream and now I can't fall back asleep. I had a dream that my friend died. And every time I think about it, it really freaks me out and fucks me up. I hate those dreams that feel so real. Fuck. Oh, it's Sweet Peach. Hi, Peach. Are you ready to get up?
You make me feel so good.
Alright, Peach is taking me to work. Yeah. I'm working at a tailgate party today at USC. No idea what that's gonna be like, besides a shit show. I gotta say, my outlook is sunny. I just feel kind of good. I feel kind of grounded and balanced, and I think that was the point or the focus of my neurofeedback this week. So, fuck, that shit's powerful. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like a therapy. It's a type of therapy that I'm doing right now, and it's fucking working as far as I can tell. The idea is to not need medication anymore, ever. And I don't need medication now, but there's definitely a hole where the medication used to be, if you know what I mean. Having this really nice car feels so surreal. It feels like I don't deserve it. It's not my life. And I just keep trying to remind myself that I've earned this, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying my life a little bit. I don't have to always be roughing it or making it work. And that's my angle so much of the time, is struggling uphill. It's really rewarding, but it doesn't feel like it's mine. I watched this tutorial on YouTube last night about makeup and shit that I'm probably doing wrong that I should do this other way. So I really don't know how to put makeup on. I just like try a little bit. I don't even really try. Anyway, I think I figured out a new way to put on my cheek color and my lips that I'm very excited about. They're gonna look bigger and fuller. Sometimes when I put lipstick on, they look more thin, and that's so weird. But it's because I was putting it on wrong, so I guess that's not that weird. Alright, I'm headed to a tailgate party. We're getting on school buses. This is gonna be so nostalgic.
My brother graduated with Eva Longoria.
We just finished. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't so great. But it was fine. That was fine. I'm gonna go home for a couple hours before I come back to pretty much right around here. Yo, just got home, chilling in my favorite spot, the bed. I have like an hour until I gotta leave and go back downtown. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go check out a show, a comedy show, from this group that I don't really understand yet. I saw one of their shows like a week ago, and I did not get it. It felt very full of inside jokes, but this is a different type of show that they do. I think it's supposed to incorporate like stand-up, improv, and sketch, which I love the idea of. You know, I'd consider myself a comedian. I'm always making jokes, but I also do stand-up, and I've done improv, I've done sketch, and I just don't know that I've found my place, you know? I want to find a place that really, like a studio or a group that really fits in with my sense of humor. So maybe it'll be these guys. I don't know. But I'm finally getting out there on the quest to find my people. So we'll see.
A spice with many tastes.
I feel bad for Peach. She's all by herself. But I can't put my life on hold for my dog. I've done it before.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty cute real quick. Real quick. Oh, I think I need to unmake the word schwank happen. Or make the word schwank unhappen. Because I say it way too much and I hate myself every time I say it because I'm tired of that word. I just can't. I can't stop. Well, I'm about to head out to this comedy show. I hope I don't smell like shit. Because I did not shower and I was in the sun all day. Or if I do smell like shit, I hope no one notices. I have a feeling these actors or performers tonight will be getting pretty sweaty. I'm in such a weird place with food lately. I haven't been eating that well. Like, I've just been eating shit that tastes good, but shit that's not necessarily good for me. And that's not really like me. I enjoy eating stuff that's good for me. And I enjoy taking care of myself in that way. I enjoy the way a lot of it tastes. I put spinach in everything I cook. But anyway, I've been eating pretty shitty and I definitely feel the effect that it's having on me. It makes me not even want to eat at all. Because I'm like, ugh, so much work to chew vegetables compared to like shit that's just so easy and quick to eat, and what ends up being what I'm eating. Even when I mean to eat better, it's like I got offered a free meal at work today and it was like wings and hot dogs and burgers and chips and pasta salad, and you're like, shit, I guess next meal. There's one really major advantage to being a comedian, and it's if you say something like off color or off-putting to people, which I often run into that problem. And I want to because I want to speak my mind, but it doesn't sit well with everybody, and you can easily just be like, oh, sorry, testing out new material, did that not? Okay. Noted. Like that. I'm testing out that joke, and that didn't quite come off as funny as I wanted it to. I was trying to make it funnier than it is.
Her name is Lee Kate.
Doris, you go, as he moves, you keep your face between his legs.
Wow, just so much going on in here, so much to say. Oh man, what a cool, welcoming community of people. They just invited me to the after party. Everybody was so nice. I don't belong there at all, and they really made me feel like I did. And I parked right near Skid Row, and my car's totally okay. This is a new sunshade I'm trying out. It looks like trash. Great. These could be my people. I may have found my people. I won't know really until I start trying this type of comedy myself, because performing something is a lot different than watching it or enjoying it. There are some things I like watching that I don't like doing. So, you know, I'll give it a try when I can. I feel like I can't until I'm done with this neurofeedback because it takes up so much of my sketch. Gotta go twice a week. But yeah, when that's done, this is gonna be something I investigate further. So that's cool. They were like, I had a couple friends that were there, one friend that was in the show, and I was talking to some other people who were in the show, and they were like, who do you know here? I was like, this girl, and they were like, how do you know her? And I was like, from improv, and they were like, yeah, improv, and then they made fun of it in like an educated, but funny way, and it was just so true. That's how I feel about improv too. It's like something I'll do, and I do, but it doesn't feel like my thing. So we'll see. Oh man, it was so funny. So as everybody was taking their seats at this show, I saw this guy walk in and I instantly was like, ooh. And then I was like, oh. And the oh was because I realized he looks so much like one of my ex-boyfriends. And I was like, God damn it, I have such a type. Like, the second I saw this guy, it like triggered that, and I was like, oh God. Whatever. And then he sat next to me, and I was like, oh. So I just started talking to him, because I like talking to strangers. It's not always satisfying, but this conversation was. And we were talking about a whole bunch of stuff, and we were hitting it off. We were really hitting it off. And then I was like, oh, I haven't had dinner. And he was like, yeah, I only had Snyder's of Hanover or whatever, like this pretzel brand. And I was like, oh, I love the cheddar ones. And he was like, oh, I don't do that kind. And I was like, okay. He was kind of weird about it, but I was like, okay. And then he was like, I had the buffalo ones. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I love wings. I had some today. And he was like, what? And I was like, wings? Buffalo wings? I was like, I had some. And they were good. I love wings. And he was like, oh. And in that moment, I knew exactly what had happened. So I turned to him and I went, are you vegan? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh. And he was like, normally buffalo sauce is made with butter, but in the pretzels, they're not. And I was like, oh. And then he just like kind of stopped talking to me, and I was like, oh. You lost interest because I'm a meat eater. That's hilarious. It was a funny moment because we were really heading it off. And then the second I revealed that I eat meat, I was like the enemy. So LA, man. So LA. Oh, God.
You make me feel so